Hey everyone, Bob here, bringing you Castlevania Bloodlines, the Let's Play. This is going to be the, third entry in our Castlevania Marathon, and I also want to bring to mention that this video is in black and white. Let me explain. I am using a Elgato capture card, a SD one, not an HD. So I'm not going to get the best quality of my videos, but I'm going to get the best quality of SD that I possibly can. Now I'm recording this off of a Retron 3, and for some reason it just does not like recording off of the Sega. It records perfectly for the Super Nintendo and for the Nintendo, but not for the Sega Genesis. So this is going to be Bob's first official black and white special. And seeing as we're playing a Castlevania game, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Because Castlevania has made full use of several of the Universal horror monsters, which are themselves black and white. So I'm just going to take a look at the footage. This is the best quality I can get for my videos right now. So again, I apologize. But who knows? Maybe you like it. Maybe it'll set a trend. Maybe it's something I can do in the future. Certainly for Sega Genesis games if I want to record them again. But that in mind, I'd like to mention right now, the first thing I did when I started this game was set it onto 5 people. Because this is actually, I consider this to be a difficult game. So what I did was, I gave myself 4 lives as opposed to 2 initially, and I also kept in mind that this game has a limited amount of continues, so you get 2 continues, so you have to make use of what you do. And this is the only Castlevania game that I know of that has limited continues, except for maybe the Game Boy games. So now that I've discussed what I did initially, I'd like to talk about what I'm doing now. I am playing the character Eric Licarde. He uses a spear as opposed to the whip vampire killer. And he is the opposite character to John Morris, who uses the whip. Both of whom are not Belmonts, and they do play differently from previous entries. Looking at Eric now, he, I believe, has a stronger weapon than the Vampire Killer. It has perhaps a little more reach, and you can definitely use it in more directions. However, yes, he does play similarly. I believe he has more movement than John. This is my first time playing him, and this is my second time playing Castlevania Bloodlines. So I'll give you my impressions of what I think of him. So far, oh, I get hit. I think John plays very well, maybe even a little better than. I'm sorry, not John. Eric. He might play a little better than John. I'd obviously have to play them side by side to compare that. Personally, I'm more used to the way that a Belmont plays. So when I first played this, I played as John. Now, we just fought a Hellhound. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think the next thing I'd like to talk about is how this game is similar to previous entries in Castlevania. I'm distracted. As you see, we have, as in similar entries to the game, or game series, we have sub-weapons. Returning the holy water, the axe, and the clock. And the new weapons we have are the bladed boomerang, which is the analog to the Stakerang from previous games. It does the same thing. And we also have the special 3rd upgrade to the weapon you have, which does this super weapon crash, but if you get hit while having it, you lose your upgrade and use the special sub-weapon, going back to your original upgrade and the original sub-weapon that you had before. Speaking of item crashes, this game did come out after Castlevania 5, so that's where it gets inspiration from, I believe. If you press C on the Sega Genesis controller, you just use the regular weapon. If you press up and C, you do the item crash. And that's the special thing right there. Oh crap, John can go up there. Eric can go up there, I'm sorry. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I kill the Skelegmans, John can do that. This is important for John because by using his special jump, I didn't want to get that sub-weapon. John can access special areas in the game that I keep calling him John. Eric. If I say that 25 times, I'll remember. But anyway, yes. Eric can access special areas of the game that John cannot using his jump. Likewise, I believe John can go places that Eric can't because Eric is limited in where he goes. John gets a whip swing. Eric does not. He gets the jump. So you see later on where I use this. Other things, this game is shorter compared to other entries in Castlevania, with the exception of Castlevania 1. But it makes up for this by having 2 characters to play as well as an expert mode, which you unlock once you beat the game once. The expert mode is equivalent to the second quest in previous entries, and I have yet to play it because, again, I've stated this is my second time playing the game, so I'll have to play it to let you know what I think. And here's the second boss, the main boss of the stage, and we're in the ruins of Castlevania. This is actually, this is a trickier boss than you think. It does look like I'm wailing on him, but also keep in mind that he, gosh darn, has a lot of health. So obviously he's going to be changing his patterns each time we take a part away from him. And now he's dead. On your knees. Oh, can I go up there? No, I can't. So it's just a random platform that has no purpose. So other similarities. Obviously you'll be seeing enemies returning from previous games, and new enemies as well. The returning enemies do act differently. I would say that they're much more aggressive and more difficult to kill.